Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Sunday, August 6th. Time is around 6:45 GMT, and we will have a look at the DAX futures on the Oanda platform. So it's Sunday, markets are closed, but in the weekend I always have a look at the higher time frame for investors, but also for traders as a preparation for the trading week. So here we are looking at the weekly chart of the DAX. And so I believe from the March 2020 lows, we did here an impulse up in five waves: one, two, three, four, five. We end here with divergence. So this cycle here is over, and now we have a wave two, or we had a wave two to the downside here. Corrective structure A, B, C, and as you can see, we fulfill the minimum requirement for the wave two. So a wave two is supposed to excuse me, to go into the area between the zero point 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. And this is what happened here. We touched the 0.5 FIB retracement, and from there we had an impulse to the upside. So now this is the structure we should look at. I believe some interesting things are happening here. But first of all, let me also share. So this looks quite bullish now. So if this here is our wave one, if this here is our wave one, and this is our wave two, then we can also project the area where our wave three should go, and this is here between the 1 and the 1.618 FIB extension, this area. Of course, we will not go there as a straight line. We are supposed to see here again five waves. So, and I believe we are now working on this wave one, or we did this wave one, or we are close to end this wave one. So this is what is happening here, I think, in the primary scenario. However, I can also share like a bearish scenario with you in the weekly. Like it could be that this correction is still ongoing, and what would happen then is that we had a wave one here to the upside, so this wave two is still ongoing, and then we have here in the weekly like an expanded flat structure, that this is our wave A. We have an overshooting wave B, and then five waves down here into this area again as wave C. So then it looks like this. This is our wave A in 3, 1, 2, 3, an overshooting wave B, and then we go down again as a wave C here into this area, five waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. So this would be my bearish scenario in the weekly. However, I cannot take this as my primary scenario simply because current price level is here, or wave 2 low is here. We are bullish in the DAX, so it is better to assume this here as my primary scenario, that the low is in here, that we see more upside from here in five ways. But like it's something that we cannot exclude from an Elliott wave perspective. This is perfectly possible. Then let's have a look at the daily chart. And I think here we see the most interesting things for now, the daily and the 4 hour. So this here is our wave two low, as you can see. So now we look at this structure here, and actually, yeah, some scenarios. We have several scenarios, I think, here. So first of all, my primary scenario is that we are working here on this wave one, and so this wave one should again go in five waves, and we have, in my opinion, here wave one, two, three, four, and then we should have a 5 to the upside. So then from this wave 4 low, this should be our wave 1 up, wave 2 down, and then 3, 4, 5 like this, ending this wave 5. However, there are some other scenarios possible here, and yeah, I put it one of them already on the chart, because I believe there's a good chance that that this one plays out. I cannot make it my my primary scenario, but yeah, there's a good chance that that it plays out if I take everything into consideration, and that would be that, okay, this is still our wave 1, this is our wave 2, this is our wave 3, but the wave 4 was not in here. We will retrace deeper as a wave 4. That would mean that we here have an expanded flat structure, as an like an A down in 3, a B up overshooting wave B, and then a C down here to make to do our wave 4. We will have a closer look at this scenario in a minute, in the 4 hour. But another like yeah, bearish scenario would be that, or a high or high was in here, this wave 1 high was in here, like I had this scenario before on my graphs, like this, so that we have a 1 here, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, that this here is finished, and that we are actually starting this wave 2 here, and that we have here or expanded flat structure, but then as a wave 2, like this would be the first leg, an A in 3, then an overshooting wave B, and then we go down here as a wave C, like yeah, an aggressive wave wave C to the downside, to reach, for instance, here this kind of area. Like if this is our high, then we should go into this area here between the 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. And then, yeah, we really have this expanded flat structure here, A, B, and then a C to the downside. This is also something that cannot be excluded. So I would take seriously into account this expanded flat structure. For the moment, we will do it as a wave 4, but actually also as a wave 2. It cannot be excluded, in my opinion. So now let's have a look at the 4 hour. So here we are at the 4 hour chart. And here we again see yeah, the two scenarios. So the primary one, the bullish, and the secondary one, the more bearish ones, are here indicated. Everything is the same till here actually, or wave 1, or wave 2, or wave 3, or wave yeah, or wave 3 of both the primary, the bullish one, and the secondary, which is the bearish one, are the same till here. But then here we start to differ. So the bullish one assumes that our wave 4 was in here after an ABC correction, and that we should see more upside from here. So then this would be a wave 1, like in green. So focus on the green now. Then we are now doing our wave 2, and then from our wave 2 we should see more upside as a wave 3, 4, 5, and so on. And yeah, the bearish one is different. The bearish one in red here assumes that our wave 4 was not in yet, but that we will go deeper here into this area, so that we take out this low, and we will do this as an expanded flat. So that would mean here this is our wave A down, B up, and then C down as a wave 4. Then this here becomes an impulse in 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this down, taking out this low here. So I already talked for some while about this possibility. Excuse me. About this possibility of an expanded flat here. Now I also put it on the chart to remember us every single day that this could happen. And yeah, I have two main reasons for this. The first one is like, if you watched my videos every single day, you should know that I really have problems with this structure here. Okay, we can label it as an impulse, as a wave 1, but this is not the impulse I like to see to the upside. Like if I put like price data and RSI data together, this is not my typical impulse. Of course it can be an impulse, but I have problems with this. It just looks like we have more than one cycle here in RSI, and so normally I like to see my wave 1 impulse in one cycle, and here it looks like we have 3 different cycles. So that's why I'm a bit skeptical about this part here as a wave 1. And then, yeah, secondly, if I look at the global picture, it looks like the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones will do double correction. So if you're interested in this, please have a look at my Nasdaq and Dow Jones video. So, but it looks like the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones will do the double correction, and if they do the double correction, so more downside, it's hard to imagine that we will have a wave 3 to the upside in the DAX. Like, of course, these are financial markets; everything is possible, but yeah, that would be strange if this would play out, like more downside in the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones, and a wave 3, the strongest wave to the upside in the DAX. So yeah, like I put my primary scenario here in green, which means more upside. But you should know that I simply do this because I'm kind of forced to do this, because the DAX is bullish. So yeah, we are making higher highs, higher lows. So yeah, I have to take the bullish scenario as my primary scenario. But yeah, you should know this bearish one here, bearish in the sense that we make a new wave 4 low. I really give it like a good chance that this plays out. If I look at the other indices, the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones, and also I do not have any confidence in this structure here as a wave 1 to the upside. So this is definitely a scenario that we have to take into account. So yeah, I think for investors not much is changing. I already told you that this here for me is an area to take partial profits for several reasons. First of all, in the most bearish one, it could be that our high was in. Here we have divergence in the weekly, so it looks like this is ending in some way. Maybe it already ended. Maybe we see a bit more upside as this wave 5, but I really believe this is soon ending. And as an investor, you wait for the next good pullback to buy again. This pullback is not here yet, so we have to wait for more data. And as a trader, yeah, this year becomes interesting. This year we will analyze next week in more detail. This can still be a wave 2 correction, but yeah, we can also start to see like here we are looking at the 1 hour. I already put also here the like the bearish case on my graph in the 1 hour. Like this can start to be, or this can be an impulse instead of a corrective move, because we need a wave C here in the bearish case in red, which would be impulsive. This can also play out as an impulse to the downside. So I think we have to be careful here with buying. But yeah, this is something for Monday. We will analyze the structure in more detail on Monday when we have a closer look to the lower time frame for our trading. Okay, that's my analysis, my higher time frame analysis for the DAX. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work, and I see you back tomorrow for a lower time frame analysis. Have a nice day. Bye bye.